Hey y'all, Halfmilesniper here, and we are back on the law enforcement range here at the Whittington Center, and we're going to do something a little bit different today. A couple people have asked for this, and I finally broke them out. So it's kind of a 32-20 day. So y'all sit back, kick your feet up, enjoy the ride. Alrighty, y'all. So we're done with our competition for the day today. It is hot and muggy. I'm not accustomed to the humidity up here in Raton. It's very unusual. It feels like Gulf Coast weather. I feel like I'm back in Houston, sweating and hot and humid. But hey, no excuses. We're going to break out a couple of 32-20s today. We're going to ping a little bit of steel with them, and we'll see how things go. So let me turn the camera around and show y'all the guns. So what we have here, we have a pair of Smith & Wesson M&Ps chambered in 32-20. They're both, like this one here is prior to 1917. I think it was 1915. I believe it has the wrong grips on it because it has the gold medallion. I believe gold medallion is probably correct. Pardon me. It was the convex grips back in 1912, concave grips in the early 20s. I'm pretty sure. And then we have another one pre-1917. You can tell that because it does not say Made in America, Marcus Registratus. And this one is nickel plated. So we're going to break out a little bit of 32-20 ammo, which looks a little bit like a 38, but it's a little bit smaller in diameter than 38. Then it necks down ever so slightly to 32 caliber right here. And these are really, really difficult rounds to reload because the cases are paper thin. Alrighty, so I think we're going to shoot the blued one first. Now this blued gun I picked up at a little gun shop when I was down training with the Army Marksmanship Unit at Fort Benning. And this thing's been refinished, and it's got a little bulge barrel. Most of the 32-20s do, because the reloads weren't all that great back then. But we're here about 25 yards, and we're going to shoot on the white steel plate. I think I went over. There we go. I believe that's 6. That was 6. This gun's regulated a little bit high. Let me get 6 more and we'll try that again and see if we can go 6 for 6. I don't think I've ever chronographed these loads. They're a very small charge of Trail Boss. I forget the weight right now. Pushing a 95 grain 32 caliber lead bullet. Really? Well, I don't know if that's me or the ammo, but I got a couple of misses in there again. But hey, guess what? We're all human. I'll change over and we'll shoot the nickel-plated gun. So the nickel-plated gun, same generation as the blued gun. Nickel-plated gun has not been refinished. And I need to remember that these fixed sights are most likely regulated for a 6 o'clock hold at 25 yards, not a dead-on hold. Now, the nickel gun shoots a whole lot better than the blued gun does. And we'll go ahead and do one more string with the nickeled gun. And I forgot to mention it last time, but I was shooting on the black target with the nickeled gun. Here we go. Wow. Let me tell you what, the sights from 1915 leaves a bit to be desired. So as I was saying, the sights from 1915 leave a little bit to be desired. We got a very thin front blade and hardly anything for a rear sight notch back here. Hopefully that's in view. There's the rear sight notch. Very, very rudimentary sights. And we can try to show y'all how thin that front sight blade is. And also, I don't know if it's going to show up, but these cases are paper thin, and there's just ever so slightly of a shoulder right there. It's an old black powder cartridge. It's a .32 caliber driven by 20 grains of black powder, hence the name 3220. And here we go, and they're all dirty now. And of course, I got more brass to reload. I think I have more Trail Boss. I think I have some more small pistol primers that'll work for these. It's a little bit windy out here. The sights are really, really small. I'll try it again here, see if I can show y'all how small that is. I don't know if that's showing up at all. That was the nickel gun. Now we'll try the blued gun. As I said earlier, very rudimentary sights. But fun old-timey calibers. Someday I'll get a Winchester lever gun in 3220 or 32 WCF to go along with these. Make perfect little hiking pair. Rifle and pistol, same caliber, same cartridge. Well, there we have it. A little bit of 3220 action today. Shot the two revolvers from 1915 era, so they're like 108 years old. One blued, one nickel. The blued one had been refinished. The blued one has a bulged barrel. I forgot that those guns were regulated for a 6 o'clock hold at 25 yards, and put my first few shots over the top of the steel plate. But flies, and they're bitey flies too. But once I remembered that they were a 6 o'clock hold, when I went to the nickel gun, I did a whole lot better with it. Tell you what, I really prefer to shoot my competition guns. They're much more user-friendly. So with all that being said, this Halfmilesniper reminding y'all to stay strapped or get clapped. Carry everywhere you can. Get a CCW if you need one. If you're in a constitutional carry state, no reason not to carry. But I would suggest getting a CCW anyways. You may travel. Beautiful day up here in Raton, New Mexico. Temperature's probably about 90 degrees right now. The humidity's probably 75% is how it feels. It's very sticky, very damp. But we haven't had any rain, which is unusual. We usually have rainstorms in the afternoon, but not the humidity. Interesting. Like I said before, I feel like I'm back on the Gulf Coast. So, I think I'm going to enjoy my rest of my day stomping around up here in the mountains. I want to thank y'all for hanging with me. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. And once again, this Halfmilesniper reminding y'all, stay safe, keep shooting. We'll catch you next time. Send it. Hit.